ladies and gentlemen, it is not every day that a congressman gets to hang out with the world's most popular talking aardvark. And we want to thank you especially for being here today, Arthur. It is an historic fight that you have come to join in. We're here today, this morning, to push back against efforts by Republicans in Congress to eliminate support for one of the most precious landmarks of the entire media landscape. Public broadcasting is an electronic oasis for learning in what has been called the vast wasteland of commercial television. In fact, if public television did not exist, we right now would be trying to invent it. Now, why is that? Well, one glance at what is on a commercial over-the-air television broadcasting station each week is illustrative. There is a spate of daytime soap operas, which are full of adult themes not appropriate for young children. And then there are programs such as Hoarding, Buried Alive, and The Babysitter's Seduction. Again, this is just today's television schedule in the course of the day. Most of this programming is not suitable for children. In addition, today, there's Hollywood's most shocking breakups and Dog, the Bounty Hunter, and we're not talking about Clifford, the big red dog. Ladies and gentlemen, there is simply no comparison when you look over at public broadcasting. On a typical public broadcasting station, there is a lineup of content during the day that is a parent or a teacher's best friend. For instance, on WGBH in Boston or WETA here in Washington, in every public broadcasting station across the country, from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m., there is 12 hours of high-quality children's programming, educational and informational. So just let me read to you the lineup from a typical day. At 6 a.m., there's Between the Lions, then Clifford the Big Red Dog, then Arthur. We thank you, Arthur, for all the work you do in helping to educate and inform children in our country. Then it's followed by Martha Speaks, Curious George, Dinosaur Train, and Word World, which brings us just up to noontime. This is an oasis of learning for children in our country. And then, rather than soap operas, what the kids then get to see is Sid the Science Kid, Word Girl, The Electric Company, and on, all the way up to 7 o'clock with the News Hour with Jim Lair. All day long. There is simply no comparison. CPB just doesn't stand for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. It also stands for Children and Parents Benefit. That's what this debate is all about. This is the Children's Television Network all day long. And it is and has been and must continue to be the invaluable asset for parents in our country to help to educate their children. Now, in spite of this, the Republicans are proposing to eliminate funding for public broadcasting to undermine support for many of these children's shows. The public broadcasting system has long been the crown jewel in our national media mix. And that's why I am pleased to be joined by my colleagues here in fighting this misguided elimination of funding for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. We are going to offer an amendment on the House floor to restore the full $460 million in funding for public broadcasting. Republicans have tilted the fiscal scales in favor of big oil at the expense of big bird. They don't want to cut out the $43 billion in tax breaks for the oil industry, but at the same time, they want to cut the budget for children's television programming in our country. So we can't leave Arthur and all of his pals in the lurch. we have to make sure that we protect them here in Congress from the Republicans' attempt to completely and totally undermine the mission which public broadcasting has. And that's why it's hard to understand why big oil and big gas get a pass from the Republicans in their budget, but they turn on Arthur, they turn on the other children's television programs. So the crocodile tears about the need to cut these programs, I think, just does not work. So I thank all of you for being here. This is going to be a battle which we win. It was the first thing that the Republicans tried to do back in 1995 when they had their Newt Gingrich-led revolution. We beat them back. The same thing happened in 2001. We beat them back, and we intend on doing the same thing once again here in Washington, D.C.